I've barely been out of
That's
a
not. But
relationship.
see what you just said right there. I explained that to you. It's not like I've barely been out of a relationship. Like that makes up. So that's 11 years. That makes up about 5 of those adult years of my life.
Oh wow! So these were like quick girlfriends. Okay, well me,
Yeah,
I value.
they definitely were. One of them was 2 of the 5. One by herself was 2 of the 5 years. I told you that too.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you have to remember that he tells me a lot of things, so I cannot remember all of them.
don't be telling these people I tell you a lot of things. Okay. Stop it.
You have to tell me it's a secret next time, so I don't say it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but anyway.
It's a fucking secret, goddamn.
But anyway, there are people like me. Like, I value my time alone because I'm not really alone, but not for long. Like, then I'll be like, okay, well, now it's time to have a partner. Because to me, nobody really wants to be alone. Nobody, after you go to the club and have fun and drink, you don't want to go to your empty apartment. You don't want to, you should go to the park. You don't want to walk in the park alone. Nobody really, truly wants to be alone.
Like, those aren't even things that you do. Like, not the going to the club thing, but like walking to the park. That's not something that you do alone anyway. That picture is very nice. She's got a picture of, looks like the Dalai Lama. Is that?
It is.
Yeah, that's a lovely picture. I just didn't want y'all to think I was just pointing at some shit and saying, this is a lovely picture.
Well, no, that just lets you know that his mind is really not on this conversation. He's really focusing on this picture of the
I do this all the time, so it's cool. They know me.
And that you
don't have to explain. You don't have to explain to them what I'm doing because that's what I do.
I know, but I think the experience of you having 8 girlfriends, 5 of the 11 years of your dating life, lets them know that you get bored very easily and fast. So
that's
your attention
also
span
something. That's also something that I you know what I'm saying. I thought about that a lot too.
Well,
I don't know if that's the case, but I don't know.
Okay,
it may play a part in it.
I always wonder what people think they're adding to the person when they're dating. Like, I always think that about myself. Like, if I'm dating somebody and somebody's giving me their time, like, I want to know why they want my time. Like, what is it that's making them call me? What is it? I know I'm an interesting person. I know I'm a conversationalist. I can talk a lot. But I always want to know what it is that makes people continue to have that, like, aggressive like, pursuit of the person. And I noticed that sometimes when you leave a person alone, when you don't talk to them, they continue to chase you. Like, and then I think those people really scare me because I think that they're dysfunctional lovers. Because
dysfunctional lovers, explain that term, please. Please explain.
It's already abuse. If you have contacted me and we've had a conversation and I don't contact you back and you say, hey, hello, and I don't say anything, you call me, I don't answer. You hit me up on the dating site again, I don't answer. You FaceTime me, I don't answer. And every now and then, maybe if I'm bored, I may say, hey, back to you. But I really don't keep too much conversation with you. But you keep pursuing me. I think that's like, it's a little bit of dysfunctional because I think you should give energy and time to things that give you energy and time.
Right.
I mean, we may have had.
I get it.
It should be mutual, at least. But do you think that men do that more than women? Like, men like a chase more than women like a chase? Or do you think, dealing with women, do you think we chase just as much as men?
I think women chase just as much as men. And
what do you personally prefer? To be chased or to be the chaser?
It doesn't make any difference. So obviously if I'm doing the chasing, like, initially I felt something. I felt compelled to say something to that person.
Okay.
I've already expressed to you before that I don't have to I've not had to anyway. I'm not trying to act like I'm that nigga, but I haven't had to do a whole lot of chasing. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody else initiates, it's cool. Maybe I'll start feeling them like I would feel a person that I chase. But obviously, like, it means more. It kind of just means a little bit more when I'm doing the chasing. Because you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
but then again, like I said, I'm trying to understand it from just not just your perspective by yourself, but just your perspective as a man.
It's cool either way.
Because men actually, like, I hear more men now.
Some men don't like it though.
No, right. And they think that the women are possessive or jealous or
too aggressive
or you're too thirsty.
Right.
I use the word horny for everything. So not me.
She just like don't take it no kind of way. Horny is like her replacement term for like aggressive or
want.
Yeah.
Like if my sister is like trying to beat me downstairs to get some cereal.
You being horny about that cereal, ain't you?
Like, dang, you was a little horny to get that. So that's just a little thing we came up with because we thought horny was actually a funny word to describe a moment of being sexual. So if a guy was like, hey, I'm horny, like, it just sounds very corny.
Sounds corny.
It does sound very corny. But, so then...
But some dudes, I mean, I'm going to put it like this, man. Some dudes are bitches, dirty. Though. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes are bitches, though. And yes, I don't like to get my shoes dirty. But no, I mean, like, bitches, like, bruh, like, it's not, so you can be all aggressive, but it's not okay for another person to be aggressive because she's a female. Like, that's kind of some bitch shit. Like, oh, she got to be too aggressive. She got to be, you know what I'm saying, kind of thirsty. Why she got to be thirsty just because she motherfucking want to say hi to you? But you wasn't thirsty because you said hi to her?
You know, in my older age, as I get older, I'm starting to realize that people are individuals and everybody, they look at relationships based on their perception of life and where they come from and how they are and what they've seen. So some guy, he might meet a girl, fall in love with her, really, when he says, first time I ever talked to you, I fell in love, and really be up her butt his whole life. And they get married and go on. And then there might be guys like Michael Bazin, who is a well-known author and his show. He said he'll never get married, and he means it. He dates. He lets his women know, don't try to like love me or nothing, because I'm never going to totally commit to any woman. And he's probably even 50 now. So, I mean... Michael
Bazin too goddamn old and not be... Man, Michael Bazin was old when I was listening to dude on fucking the radio back home.
And that's what... And see, that's the thing. So, when we say that he's too old, he actually says personally that he's happy. So, if he's happy doing that, then we just have to accept that and we can't put that on him. Like, it's like we want everybody to do the same thing, but we have to remember that I believe, strongly in God. And I think that God is a very unique... He likes things to be unique. Like, he makes flowers. There's over 1,000 different types of flowers. He makes mountains. They're small, big, ice. Like, he likes variations of things. So there's also variations of people and how they date and how they interact with each other. So, and actually... I'm
just saying, I still think you a bitch if you upset because some woman is trying to do a little bit of what you do normally. Like, bruh, like, let it ride.
But if that's not what he wants, he's not really...
Yeah, you're entitled to your preference, but, like, you miss out on people for thinking that kind of shit, though. Like I was making a point earlier about my sister and the light skin thing, because my mother said, you miss out on people dating people based on this and based on that. You miss out on good people or people that could change your life based on shit like that.
That's the whole thing about being open-minded. But... You said open-minded was...
I'm just... No. If you see the term open-minded on POF, run. I'm not saying don't be open-minded. I'm saying if you see that shit on POF and you're a guy, get off the page.
I also want to show you guys... I want you guys to hear how serious he is about this. So it sounds a lot like he's speaking from personal experience. And that's just my opinion. I could be completely
Yes,
wrong.
I'm speaking from personal experience. What you mean?
So you got on there and you talked to a dude and you had a really great conversation.
No.
And found out that he was later... talked to a girl and found out later that they were transgender.
No. I described the situation to you before I described the whole situation before anything happened. I told you.
My memory's short.
You see that you got views, just like on Instagram. You see that you got likes. I go over to see the views. I see who viewed me. I click on one and I start looking. The name is all out of whack. It's some horny ass name, literally horny ass name. And I'm like, yo, this is weird. Go down, read the profile. It says, and he's got to be open-minded. This is a dude. I didn't talk to him. They didn't talk to me. That was it. That's the situation. Okay. That's what happened.
So let's get back to the point of actually dating. So when you get on all these sites, and you've dealt with all these women, just even in the conversation, from the highs, from the littlest of conversations to meeting each other and going out with each other, what do you think you can? What general statement may you say about the women who are pursuing dating through these sites?
What general statement could I give? I mean, so in Texas,
and anywhere.
no, because it's different.
Okay.
That's why I said in Texas to start. It's completely different. Like at home in Little Rock, like majority, like what you see on POF, Soul Swipe. You know what I'm saying? The women you see on those sites are like. A majority of them is
we're waiting for your general statement.
It's
here.
like they kind of, you know what I'm saying, ain't got nowhere else to go, like, or they using it as another outlet type shit. They meet niggas in the club all the time and like shit. I'm gonna meet some niggas on here too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of they kind of thirsty. Is what I mean to say.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Majority, not all, majority.
But that's
now here, it's like some of the chicks is struggling, like they can't meet nobody worthwhile nowhere else. Is what it seems like to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's totally like I've totally like seen women that like you don't have to be on Soul Swipe. Why are you on Soul Swipe? This is preposterous. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. So. I don't know. That's what I see here in this huge area in Dallas Fort Worth. Is like it's pretty rough for women in dating out here.
Well, when I try to make I'm very hard on. I only got on one of the sites and I analyzed the men from top to bottom, even if they had 3 pictures. I mean, I looked at these pictures. I read what they said over and over again. It was very hard for me to press a heart, an X, or whatever it is that you got to press on them. And I think that...
Swipe left and swipe right.
Whatever it is, I was looking hard because I was looking with a purpose.
Right.
But then, as time went on, I think as you are on there more, you start to be like, well, let me be more open-minded because if I was so good at this or if I didn't need to be on this, then I wouldn't be on it.
The moral of this story is going to wind up being be open-minded. I guarantee it because you've used that term so much in this conversation.
No, it's just, I'm not saying to be open-minded, but I'm just saying that you speak with so much conviction about what people, like how you feel. Like no.
We all do. Come on now.
I mean.
We all do.
Yeah, but you may be doing that. You may do it more than others.
I'm on the extreme side?
No, it's just... It's your presence, even though nobody can see you, they can just hear you. But it seems like you mean what you say and you say what you mean, even though you don't.
They know me.
They know you, so they know that you're, you're a little Donald Trumpish when it comes to this, which I use opinionated. You have your extreme opinions. Mm-hmm. There's some middle ground with you, but it's like after a long conversation of, okay, how did you get to that? But everything that you're looking at is coming through your lenses of where you from, what you see.
She's about to bring up 8 ex-girlfriends again.
No, I'm not.
You were. You started smiling before you even said it.
No, I just never met a man who had 8 ex-girlfriends. That's all. Let me just say that. It was a new thing for me. That's all I'm saying. I was very interested in the conversation about a man with 8 ex-girlfriends. Like, I had to ask any man that I knew, did he know a dude with 8 ex-girlfriends?
Word.
Starting from, these are not including high school, but there's also other aspects of marriage of dating, people who date after marriage, who say that they will never date. My father and mother were together since they was 14. My dad died when he was 49, unexpectedly, and my mother said she'll never get married again. She said she feels like she had the love of her life, that God granted her that. She was with him for 30 years, and she doesn't need another man. And my mother was only 49 when my dad died, too. So, because now she's lonely, and me, my brother, and my sister always considered them being together and her being taken care of. Now she's alone. And we trying to encourage her to date, because we want her to date. Like, Mom, go get you a man, so when... you can get out of our business. When it really comes down to it, because when she had my father, she wasn't bothering us. They did everything together. they, now she's alone and she's single, but then
she probably will. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna take her some time or whatever.
Well, I mean, but my dad's died in 2011. Maybe it'll take her a little longer than that. I mean, but you get older. She's not like younger, so I don't know. Unless she gonna, I mean,
hey, I'm gonna tell y'all.